Hello gardeners, it's Lauren from Till and Trowel, and I am here at my garden on Independence Day, American Independence Day. It's July 4th. Have a day off, so I took a day later to get to work on the garden. The cucumbers are sprouted, so I'm putting up the trellis today, and I will show you my trellis. But since I am my own videographer here, I can't really show you how I put it up. Maybe I'll show you an after photo or maybe even a video. What the heck? So yeah, the garden's kind of in its adolescence right now. All the spring stuff is gone, well, almost all, and the tomatoes and other summer vegetables are getting ready. So let's turn around and take a look. Okay, here we got my tomato plants. Here I'm on the eastern side of my plot, and I am disappointed to see that the squirrels are coming. Apparently they like, look at that, little stinkers. Apparently they like my Amish paste tomatoes. So I was really hoping to have tomatoes by July 4th, but it did not happen. Getting close though. Here are sun sugar. There's one that's starting to blush a little bit. Here are Park's Whopper. They look pretty good. Wait, I don't think you can see them. There they are. Cool. And back to Amish paste, which are much larger than I thought they'd be. Look at how big that is. Nice. 6 Amish paste plants. The vines are really growing like crazy. I will have a lot of pulling of suckers to do, like so. But I still think the indeterminate tomatoes really grow better. Okay, so the grand experiment of 2022 was onions, and they delivered. Now the onion stalks are all flopped over, which indicates they are ready to harvest. I pulled out 13 of them earlier this week because they were looking good. There's a few that are still upright, so I'm not sure. I read in one source that most of them have to flop over, not all of them do, and it's okay to harvest them. So here's a nice good one. Well, what do you think? All right, I'm easily impressed. I think this is terrific. So what did we learn this year? Onions, very important. The timing of planting is very important. Read a little bit about what you're growing before you actually dive right in. So you put them in at the right time and give them the right nutrients. I gave these guys a boost of fertilizer there was fertilizer already in the soil when I planted them, but then I gave them a boost. They were pretty young then, I would say. Maybe, let's see, I planted them in early April, so probably like early to mid-May. I gave them a boost, and it worked. So I'm excited. The red ones did not get quite as large as that, but they're still quite nice. Pull one out. Yeah, it's just a little guy, but I'll take it. I got 12 of those planted. I may not take all of them out today. And then I take them home and dry them. And that's called curing, which you need to do, so that they will stay preserved in cool storage, so I don't have to eat them all at once. Let's see, my few but mighty green onions are looking good. There's one that's ready to pull. This big guy right here. This one's pretty good size too. This is where the lettuce was. That's all harvested. I got a few carrots still going. The yayas produce pretty early, and I already harvested most of those. There's a few left. Probably get the rest of them today. Then half of the row was tender sweet, and those seem to be taking longer. They aren't getting very large, but hopefully I can pull 1 or 2 today. Okay, so here is the summer end of the plot. This is where the peas were, and I put in my peppers. I had bought them a few weeks ago, which they were really outgrowing their pots, so I replanted them in some bigger pots such that they could grow a little bit while the peas were still in the ground. I came out on Thursday this past week, and oh my gosh, it was scary because these are two green peppers called Big Bertha. They were pretty wilted. I really thought I was going to lose this one, but it survived. Looks like it lost some leaves, but it survived, so let's hope it will continue to produce. These two, well, I shouldn't say continue, it hasn't produced yet, but continue to grow and thrive. These two are called Lunchbox Red. They're little red peppers that apparently you can just eat fresh. I thought that would be fun to try. And you can see over there, cucumbers. Woohoo! I love growing cucumbers. It's because I like to eat them, and they're pretty easy to grow. You can see there's a couple of plants in each spot. I need to thin them out to one plant in each spot. I'm going to wait until after I put the trellis over them, because if I accidentally break one, I don't want to have a dead spot. My trellis is 4 feet wide, so this part of the plot will be supported by the trellis, but I don't have anything growing there yet. I'm waffling between growing long beans or doing another set of cucumbers. I am not planning to pickle cucumbers, so I wonder if it'll just be too much. So anyway, back on the other side of the plot. Gosh, those onions are just so exciting. I've never had such great success before. Looks like I'm going to be an onion farmer. And back to the tomatoes. Seriously, look at this. It's insane. Yeah, there were tomatoes on this branch that came out. Not just the one. The squirrels got them, little stinkers. But it's nature. I hope I'll have enough to can. If not, I'll just do the best I can with them. I can make fresh sauce instead of canned sauce. All right. And then I have a few beets still in the ground. Probably pull most of those today, if not all of them. When it comes to beets, if they're small and they start popping out of the ground, they aren't going to get much bigger. Maybe not at all bigger. So this will be open. Let me turn this baby around so you can see me. So, I have planned out my plots for so many years that, by the mid-season, I don't necessarily have a strict plan for my plots. I imitate what I've done in past years. I just, it's a little bit, I'm lazy, all right? That's one of the benefits of having some experience, is you can take some shortcuts. But what I'm planning to throw in today is some flower seeds. I have space down by the cucumbers and the green peppers. I thought I'd put in some tall zinnias and some marigolds around the tomatoes. Marigolds are supposed to help keep pests away. I don't know if they're super effective, but I think they help, and it's always pretty to have marigolds next to the tomatoes. I think that's it for today. I might throw in some basil along with where the beets are too, just because you always need basil. All right, well, you have a terrific 4th of July weekend, last day. Go see some fireworks if you can, and be safe and all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, and happy gardening.